What as a guy do you wish girls knew? That sometimes a hug or nice compliment can mean a lot. We can ride that wave for quite a while. We will remember a genuine compliment forever. When I say, I don't mind, I really mean it. If I did mind, I would say so. Men love being the target of a romantic gesture. Many men never have been. I really like to hang out with my friends because I love them. Not because I don't want to spend time with you. Playing hard to get does not work for a lot of people. Which actor crushed a role so hard that nobody else will be able to live up to it? Leslie Nielsen as Frank Drebin. I really can't see anyone else as Hellboy. Ron Perlman was amazing. Sir Patrick Stewart as Captain Jean-Luc Picard. Val Kilmer in Tombstone. And X200B. Amazing Doc Holliday. And X200B. Every once in a while there's a role that it seems like the actor was born to play. There's really not another role that compares in his career. Sigourney Weaver as Ellen Ripley. Patrick Stewart as Professor X. And everyone knew it would happen a decade before the first X-Men movie. People who have been cheated on, how did you find out? Got a very severe UTI, and while I was pissing blood in the ER, decided to have some tests run. Came back positive for chlamydia. Case closed. Boyfriend was cheating on me. His friend was kind enough to tell me. It ruined their relationship. But it was very meaningful to me. I appreciated someone doing me the kindness of letting me know. I found a sexually explicit love letter that was not from me. We had been married for 15 years. Sad face. We were out on a date when she got a phone call. Her fiancé had just been in a terrible motorcycle accident and died. We had been dating for about 8 months at that point. We never talked again. You know how Facebook chat bubbles open up on top of whatever app you're on? He sent me a screenshot of something funny between him and his cousin. In the background was a text message about a date he was going on with this girl. She showed up at our place one day to surprise him. It's been years, but I can still see the look on his face when he saw us together. What is the worst and dumbest conspiracy theory? The one that states that Middle Age never happened and that 800 of history were just invented by the Vatican. It is actually funny how much work was done to prove this theory. Paul McCartney dying in a bicycle accident in 1966 and being replaced by a lookalike. And that the Beatles left clues on their albums. So they found a guy who looks just like Paul. Sounds like him. Plays and writes as well as him. And better. John, Ringo, George Martin, Jane Asher, and Jim McCartney all kept quiet about this? The Beatles left clues in their songs and albums. For shits and giggles? Flat Earth. Greater than in the New Irish Exiles. However, many Protestants saw a papal plot at work. According to Conspiracy Theories in American History, an encyclopedia, some Protestants feared the Pope and his army would land in the United States, overthrow the government and establish a new Vatican in Cincinnati. They believed the Irish would impose the Catholic canon as the law of the land. History. https www.history.com/news/when-america-despised-the-19th-centuries-refugee-crisis. The idea that Irish immigrants were agents of the Pope working to establish a Third Rome in Cincinnati is just hilarious to me. Any of those which require an exceptionally large number of people to remain completely silent over the course of decades. Every end of the world conspiracy. It has been said so many times, yet the world hasn't ended. What's the most ridiculous thing you were bullied over and what prompted the bullying? Being respectful to the bully's dad. He started bullying me after that. When I stood up for myself, he said, "I know I can't take you in a fight, so I'll just stab you," and showed me the knife. One time in 3rd grade, one farted really loud during silent reading time. Some kid nicknamed me Farticus, and it stuck for the rest of elementary school. Got bullied for being fat after I lost 16 kilograms over the summer. At the time I was 5 feet 4 and 59 kilograms. Definitely not fat, and the kids who bullied me all weighed more than me. Also got called a slut for not having had a BF yet when I was 15. My classmates were dumb. Someone bullied my sister in school because they thought she acted too manly. This then led to me being bullied for having a smaller dick than my sister. School can be an interesting place. I was bullied because my dad died. Kids can be cruel. That you can't see my upper eyelids easily when my eyes are open. They just get kinda shoved under my eyebrows and hidden out of the way. I was called a freak and a mutant for having hooded eyes. I don't even. What is a must-watch documentary? They Shall Not Grow Old, directed and produced by Peter Jackson, about World War I. The Barkley Marathons. The Race That Eats Its Young on Amazon Prime. Absolutely fucking nuts that it is possible for people to run for that long over that terrain and elevation. Plus the guy who organizes it is hilarious and crazy. I recommend this documentary to everyone I can, and so far I've never had any complaints. Tell Me Who I Am. It follows two twin brothers recalling their youth and childhood. One of them suffered severe amnesia after an accident. Their childhood was horrible, but after one of them forgot everything, the other brother could not bear to tell the truth. It's extremely thought-provoking. Ken Burns' Vietnam War. Three Identical Strangers was a great documentary which started very wholesome then got darker yet more mysterious. Icarus. It was really amazing to me to watch what was initially going to be a little doc about how doping affects amateur cycle racing explode into blowing the lid on a massive Russian doping scheme during the 2014 Sochi Olympics. What movie has the best soundtrack? Snatch, Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. Empire Records. The Mission, Ennio Morricone. The Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou. Space Jam. Who didn't listen to that back in the day? Lord of the Rings soundtrack is on another level. What is the stupidest complaint someone ever made about you? Someone complained to the manager of Walmart that I was rude and unhelpful. I don't work at Walmart. I am from New England and I lived in the southern U.S. for a while. I had a customer complain to my manager about my accent. They said they didn't like my accent and said it was completely unprofessional. One time I had someone complain to my boss I was, and I quote, mocking them using my normal voice. I asked him, "What the hell am I supposed to do if I can't talk in my normal voice?" He laughed. I was confused. I was once called in by my boss for a talk. Apparently, the accountant was offended when I used too many coins to pay for lunch. My boss asked me if I hated her and if I did it intentionally to offend her. I didn't. It's just that I had enough coins that time to pay in exact change. I don't think it was even too much coins, to be honest, just proper exact change. I was accused of mansplaining. My job was to train people and review everything in a step-by-step format. The person who complained was notorious for being difficult and fellow coworkers came to my aid and said she was just ridiculous. I had a woman accuse me of being racist because I couldn't accommodate her. Her husband and their child is walk-in guests at the upscale restaurant I was working at on Valentine's Day at 7:30 p.m. The best I could offer was seats at the bar, and she took offense to that as they had a child with them.
Subscribe, my brothers.